Good evening, everyone. My name is Crystal, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you like my videos, please press the like button. Please do subscribe. It is Friday evening. I'm here at my flat in Rochester, and I'm settling down for the evening. I've just come back from taking Max for a walk, and I'm just about to make myself a hot cup of hot chocolate, and I'm gonna watch a couple of DVDs. So what's it been like since this afternoon? Well, I've been absolutely knackered, exhausted. I've been resting and putting my foot up. I have taken a couple of those Cocodamol, and you have to be careful because they're addictive and they're opioids, aren't they? So keeping an eye on that, guys. So I got back from this afternoon's walk. I sat down, but my mood had changed. I was in a happy frame of mind. I'd gone out, people were polite to me, it was quiet, and I got everything I wanted. And then my mood just completely changed, like down. And I'm trying to cheer myself up. I've been watching a couple of DVDs. I've made myself coffee. I've had some snacks. I've had some licorice all sorts. I've been sat down watching DVDs, and I've been eating a couple of licorice all sorts. And I love licorice all sorts. Since I was a kid, these were my favourite. The pink and yellow ones with the licorice in the middle. And these ones, the little beady ones, the blue and pink. Haven't they got smaller? They used to be quite big. They're tiny now as well. Licorice all sorts. Everything's shrinking. So, like I said, I came in. I've ate egg mayonnaise sandwich. I'm going to eat that lovely prawn salad tomorrow from Marks and Spencer's. I've had a bit of roast beef. I've got plenty of food, and I even saved some money. So I've got some money left for next week, because normally when I go out to charity shops, I spend a lot of money, but there really didn't seem to be all that much. There was even a few Christmas jumpers still on the rails, and I just wanted something a bit cooler because I'm just coming over all hot. I don't know whether it's me, but I just feel hot all the time, and I couldn't find any decent t-shirts or even a thin top. Yeah, so it's not been too bad. I'm just, like I said, relaxing. The phone kept going off earlier because I was due to take Max out for his evening walk. The phones kept going off. Usual thing, but I'm ignoring it and I'm ignoring them. I've got a gist of where it's coming from, and I really couldn't care less. I mean, I'm an adult, I've grown up. If they want to use the name of my alleged rapist when they start ringing on Facebook, that's up to them. But I have a choice to not answer that call and terminate it. And that's what I did. So it kept ringing and ringing and ringing just before I was due to take Max out for a walk this evening. I just terminated the call. We had a message from Flirt Finder, how are you? And we know they're not concerned with how I am. They're interested in upsetting me and making me feel awful. They're certainly not interested in how I am. So we don't answer Flirt Finder messages. So we leave them to their own devices, and then they'll have to find something to occupy their minds rather than irritate and upset me. I've got an idea where it's coming from. And you just ignore them. So 20 to 6, Flirt Finder message. Hello, and how are you? Kiss, kiss. From Julian. So I just ignored that. We've had phone calls all throughout the day. I had a WhatsApp audio when I was this afternoon from +98. I don't know where +98 is. So I had 2 calls from +98. My mum rang this afternoon, and I had while I was out shopping, I had a call from a London number as well. And my mum called at 8:45 as well this morning. So the phone's been going off throughout the day. So they're just evil-minded. The ones calling me on Facebook with the name of my rapist, allegedly. They're just, it's the same old rubbish. And I'm moving on with my life. I'm actually concentrating on getting out of this flat now. 100%, although I am tidying the bedroom up so I can actually sleep in it, and it's nice and comfortable, right? So I'm just keeping quiet. They can stir as much as they like and bring up all nasty things, and then it will all come back on themselves. I do not get cross. I do not upset. I believe in karma, and I'm just going to ignore them and ignore their behaviour and pretend they actually do not exist. And they don't to me. They don't exist to me. Anyone that's as cruel and as nasty as that does not exist to me. So 6:50, I got ready and I took Max, my chihuahua, out for a walk quietly. I didn't take any phone calls. My mum didn't ring, and it was quiet. And inside the building, it was lovely. So I walked out the back of the flats where the train station is, Rochester train station, and I walked down the bottom, and I just carried on my merry way, just walking along. And then all of a sudden someone will cough. They will cough when I walk past. It pisses me off, but there you are. So it will be quiet, then somebody will walk past me and they go and then and you just ignore it. What they're doing is none of my business. Perhaps they've got the tail end of COVID. Perhaps they've got a frog in their throat. So I just carry on and completely ignore it and mind my own business and get on with what I'm doing. And I am progressing. I'm working through paperwork. I'm sorting things out. I will move. Eventually, I will move. And even if I don't, that bedroom's going to look nice when I finish with it. And there you go. Bullies and trolls just want to ruin your life, upset you, so you sit and you do nothing all day. You don't accomplish anything. It affects your mental health. It makes you upset. And then they're happy, they start laughing. When you ignore them, they do more and more and more to get themselves a bit of attention, and they end up looking a complete idiot. Because no one's listening to them, no one cares about them, and I don't want them. I don't know if anybody else wants these trolls that are messaging me under the name of my alleged rapist. You can have them if you want them, because I don't want them. I mean, I like a man with a bit of backbone, a bit of balls. I don't like a cowardly chicken. Do you know what I mean? So we're well into Saturday evening. I've taken Max out. I've come back. I don't go out drinking. I'm a middle-aged woman. I'm putting my foot up. I've taken my Coco-De-Mol and I'm going to relax for the rest of the evening. And I'm going to ignore anybody else. If someone wants to speak to me, then they've got to get the balls to speak to me face to face properly. I don't want this crap, right? I'm quite happy by myself. I'm not actively looking for anyone, so you can take the piss out of me all you like, because I'm not looking for anyone anyway. I'm happy by myself. I'm accomplishing more by myself than I ever have done with someone irritating, annoying me, poking their nose in and telling me what to do. Alexa, LBC Radio.
LBC London from Global Player.
Proportion. Whenever we have a problem with this particular religion's view, they gather together as a community and believe things, and that's what's really happening here, because we have seen schools getting shut down because of some similar issues, and now it's become blown out of proportion.
I assume you're talking about Islam, Tijo, is that what you're...
Yes, I am. If I can say about it, I am. Yeah, because the growth of Islam is becoming, giving it some problems to the country at this moment.
But Tijo, wouldn't it be more accurate to say that it's not the religion, there are particular people who claim to be speaking or acting on behalf of that religion, who many people of that religion, in this case Islam, would actually say, well, they're not speaking for me. So to say it's Islam is the problem, that's not it, is it? It's the people, it's certain individuals.
No, the people are getting influenced by the religion itself. It's not just certain people. Even if you say a modern Islam guy, he may come and say about Sharia law.
But there are extremist Christians, right? Or extremists of any particular religion. But you wouldn't say it was the religion.
Yeah,
would you? You would say it was the individuals or that particular teaching or of the religion rather than the religion wholesale. There are literally millions, billions of very peaceable Muslims around the world.
Yeah, there are extremists in any religion. I agree to that. But see the amount of reactions that we get nowadays, and is it from one single religion or what? The schools are getting bullied because when they say there is a prayer room, it's not allowed for everyone. People are gathered from one religion are saying, I don't see a Christian guy going to a school and saying that there's no prayer room, that then we are protesting against it.
But mosques are often subject to attacks and subject to violence or subject to being damaged in whatever way. People, that can happen. So it can go in the other direction as well, can't it? Maybe not from another religion, but from extremists on the other end.
No, but the influence of Gaza elevates it.
Yes.
Because, we had Ukraine war, which happened. It is happening now. And that hasn't created such a problem in this country, right?
Yeah.
And why this is polarizing people.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying about it.
Well, what I would say is that, I mean, it may well be that there are particular problems around particular parts of a certain religion, in this case Islam, in the way that it's being practiced, in the way it's being preached, and of course that can always be the case. But you would probably, I hope you would agree with me though, if I can concede that we've got to be very careful about tarring everybody with the same brush, because the fact is that the vast majority of Muslims worldwide pose no problem or no threat to anybody at all.
Yeah, look, we're talking about the Muslims in UK now. That's why
the vast majority of Muslims in the UK pose no threat or danger to anybody.
Oh, then why an MP should be resigning, stating that he is feeling unsafe?
I don't think my theory wasn't suggesting, at no point ever suggested that the problem was most Muslims in the UK. He never said that for a moment. There may be a particular problem with a certain set of individuals who have targeted him, and we shouldn't get into all of that because some of it is subject to a criminal investigation. But anyway, the point is that this isn't a problem of religion, it's a problem of particular individuals.
And we have a lot of individuals for one with a lot of individuals like that in Islam. That's the problem.
Okay, TJ. Yeah. Thanks very much. I don't think we're getting there very far. I don't think we can. I think that there's a real danger in talking in such broad terms. The vast majority of Muslim Britons across the country live peaceable lives and contribute a great deal to the UK. And yes, of course, there will be a minority who are a problem. Then there is a question about whether it's a particular version of their religion that's the problem or a particular version of their brains that are the problem. And that's a sort of slightly separate debate. But I think on this show we're going to start from the fundamental axiom that the vast majority of Muslim British citizens would be horrified by the idea of an MP standing down because of threats of violence as anybody else. 0345 6060973, 0345 60973 for your thoughts on whether the conflict in Gaza is making our political culture worse, and why it is that our political culture appears to have become more violent in recent years. First, though, in just a moment, we will get our weekly business and finance roundup and try to work out why some of the Bank of England Monetary Policy Committee, which decides what interest rates are going to be, wanted to put them up even further. No! Before that, though, the LBC News at 7:31 with Tim Humphrey.
Prosecutors say Brianna Ghey's murder is one of the most disturbing cases they've ever had to deal with. Two 16-year-olds have been jailed for life for the stabbing in Warrington last February and given minimum terms of 22 and 20 years. Detectives investigating a chemical attack on a woman in South London say she remains very poorly in hospital. The injuries to her two children in Clapham on Wednesday are no longer thought to be life-changing. Managers at Tata Steel have officially started consulting on a restructure that would see the loss of nearly 3,000 jobs. They want to replace their blast furnaces with a green alternative, which requires fewer workers. LBC weather, mild and cloudy in the south tonight, patchy rain in the west, clearer and fresher in the north, and a low of 4 degrees.
LBC.
Right, guys, I am going to make myself a cup of hot chocolate and I'm going to relax for the rest of this evening. Happy by myself. I truly am. And anybody that's trying to spoil and upset things are only going to ruin and spoil their own enjoyment, because I'm taking no notice of them. I mean, obviously someone is unhinged that they feel the need to keep ringing my Facebook with Ahmed. You know, grow up. And have a lovely evening to all of you. See you later.